Okay, let's start our Skype for Business client, and let's see what happens with our CUCI Lync client. We start Skype for Business, that logs in, and what that does is automatically kick off our Cisco UC integration for Microsoft Lync, or more commonly called CUCI Lync. So let's take a look at the extended presence for these particular clients. So there's some connectivity between these two clients. There's some integration in between. They look like two independent applications, and they are, but there's some APIs that this one exposes and APIs this one exposes, and they kind of talk to each other. So if we get on the phone, for example, between the two Cisco phones, the presence of the phone will be extended over to Skype for Business. So let me show you that now. I'm going to pick up the two users' phones. So we have David Jones over here, and we have Bill Turner, and I'll pick up their phones and call them each other off camera here, and you'll see what happens. Okay, as you can see, they're both on the phone here, and if you can look at the Skype for Business client over here, and you can see that the contact list here, Bill Turner, appears red as busy. Okay, and so does Davy Jones appears red, and that's just because the presence from the telephony presence, so again, the two telephones are off hook and calling each other, and the telephony presence is known by the CUCI Lync application and is passed over to the Skype for Business. Okay, so in other words, when you're on your phone, everyone that in Skype for Business that has you as a contact will see that you're red. Now, it doesn't say you're on the phone or anything like that, but it does show you as busy. So now we've hung up the two Cisco phones, and you can see that we go back to available. Okay, let's see how we click to call from Skype for Business. We're going to click to call. So I have Davy Jones, which is over here. I have him as a contact in one of my favorites list right here in Skype for Business, and I can right mouse click and I can place a call. So let's place a call. You can see he's getting a phone call here. He can answer that call. And there we are. We're in a call between Bill Turner and Davy Jones. We'll hang that up. And let's take a look at how to control control click contacts to choose multiple people. For example, if we wanted to do a conference call. So if I had multiple people here, I could click and then control click two people. So you see both of those are highlighted. And then I can right mouse click and I can place a call. Now what that would do, it's going to extend a call out to both of those people. Now the way I do that, so it's ready right here. I still have an additional step to do, and that is to click this little phone icon. So it has several numbers, and I can, if they had several numbers, mobile number or whatever, they would be listed here. And then I would just click on one, and then once that person answered, then I'd click on the next one and choose the number there, and then that would be it. Then we would be joined into a conference call. Okay, let's take a look at some Microsoft Outlook integration and what that looks like. So let me bring up Outlook here. So Bill Turner has his Outlook, and he's got a contact. Let's do mail first. Let's go to our mail items. I can see that I received a email message from Davy Jones, and in that email message you can see I have this icon right up here as part of my toolbar. When you install CUCI Lync, it installs this plugin into your Outlook client, and then right here I can just click, and I just have his message highlighted. I can click there and it knows where this message came from, and I can just go ahead and click to call. Right there you can see that call is coming in, and I can answer it or decline it and send it to voicemail. Okay, I can also open up that message, and I have the same option. Click to call right here, and I also, if there were several recipients on this email right here, if I clicked up this button here, it would list all my recipients. Maybe I wanted to call somebody that was on the recipient list that Davy Jones had sent this email to. So I would find that right here, and I can do the same thing. So if it went to Anson Garcia too, I'd say Bill Turner and then Anson Garcia, and then I could click and then extend a call out to whoever I needed to. Okay, let's put that away. Let's see how we set up a WebEx meeting. So we have the opportunity to set up a WebEx right from our Skype for Business client as well. We just click on a contact, right mouse click, and you see this instant WebEx meeting. Now I can do this one of two ways. Maybe I just want to invite Davy Jones. I start an instant message, or excuse me, a WebEx meeting. That's going to bring up my personal room. If I look over here, Davy Jones got a message from Bill Turner, and it gives him the link for that personal WebEx room. And all Davy Jones has to do is click that, and he'll be joined into the WebEx after a few clicks. And there we go. Okay, and then you can choose, of course, to call you back, or you can call in as well. If you get the meeting info here, things like that. Let's go ahead and close that down. I want to show you one more thing. Obviously, with some kind of integration like that, you might invite several people. If you're going to have a ad hoc meeting with several people, let's close that message window down. And just like our conference call, I can control click. So I got Davy Jones and Caden Garcia. I can initiate an instant WebEx meeting, and what now is happening is both Davy Jones and Caden Garcia would get that instant message from their Skype for Business client from Bill Turner, that Bill Turner is inviting them to a WebEx meeting. Okay, so over here, can accept that, and then go ahead and click to get into that conference. And then Caden Garcia will also have that as well. I won't show you that client. And everything else is the same. Okay, let's look at directory integration. There is some directory integration with CUCI Lync. The backend directory is always going to be your LDAP directory. So just like Skype for Business, and you do searches for somebody here, if I was searching for Caden, that would come up in my directory search. Same thing here. If I search for Caden, that's searching for this. It's searching the same LDAP directory, so I have that here as well. So I can search for someone and then click to call them right from here. So this is kind of a phone independently of this application. In fact, I could close the Skype for Business and just use this as a soft phone. So it's important to note that the distinction between the Skype for Business client is basically all your instant messaging and presence, and then this CUCI Lync client is basically for your telephony and video as well. Okay, let's take a look at our icons that we have here in our CUCI Lync and see what those are about. First, we have our recents. This is all our recent calls. If we've missed any calls or anything like that have come in, and it clearly indicates outgoing calls, incoming calls, and things like that. We have our voice messaging. So any voice messaging that we have, and we can play that right from here, and that will come out our speakers. And then you can also, by just clicking, you can fast forward or rewind that voice message. Also, any other voice messages will come up in the time that they were left right here, and it would just be a list, and I can choose to maybe my boss called me earlier and I want to listen to that voice message first. Okay, then we have any WebEx meetings. Okay, any WebEx meetings that we have scheduled will show up here. We also have a Meet Now button. This Meet Now is just an easy way to start your WebEx personal room if you have that option, or if you purchase that option from Verizon. So you can just click that, and that's going to start your personal meeting room. Okay, and then from there, you can invite people, or maybe you have this in your, you've scheduled a meeting with several attendees in Outlook, and that's a way you can start your personal meeting as well. Okay, and then we have two little what we call widgets over here. You probably won't see that, but there's the ability for CUCI Lync to have some other connections here, or widgets, or point you to web pages or help pages internally. Maybe you have an internal IT site that's going to give people some help with CUCI Lync, and you can put those here. And you'd have to work with Verizon to get these working, but there's nothing more than kind of a pointer. And you see I clicked on that, and that kind of takes me to a Cisco web page there. So you might have an internal help site or IT help desk or something that has some help internally if they're having some problems with CUCI Lync or something like that. So we can do that as well. Then going down the left-hand side here, then we have this other guy. This is how you choose to either use your soft phone, and that's a soft phone built into the CUCI Lync client here, or you can use your desk phone. So this has the ability to either use the soft phone on your desktop or use your hard phone. Right now I have my hard phone chosen, and basically what happens when I make a call, or I can make a call from here, that's really just controlling my desk phone. So if I do that, my desk phone is ringing. And let's try not to call myself there. Sorry about that. But let's extend a call out. And you can see we're calling over here. But it's really the desk phones that are right beside me that are calling each other. And again, one of the things I wanted to point out is you can decline a call, and it's going to go to voice message. Okay? One thing I think I forgot to point out. Again, you can use your computer for your calls. So that'll use the soft phone ability inside the CUCI Lync client, or you can use your phone. Now, if you had several hard phones assigned to you, you'd see them listed here, right? And then you can forward calls. If you wanted to forward calls to your voicemail for a few minutes or a few hours, or you wanted to forward to some other number, maybe to your mobile phone or something, you could put that in here. It's important to note that how you dial is how you would put the phone number in here. In other words, if you have to dial 9 to get out, to dial your cell phone, you would put 9 and then your cell phone, and then all calls would forward to your cell phone. Okay, let's take a little bit, let's take a view of what we have in our menu items here. So we have in this little cog that pulls down a menu. We have File, New, Options. This is all our setup stuff. If I wanted to change my audio, maybe I had a headset and I had speakers, or I had several microphones, I would find that here. If I had several cameras, I would find them here. how I wanted to be notified. So I can display alerts for all calls. I can change my ringtone, and I can even mute my jabber when I'm on a call. So maybe I don't want another incoming call to disturb me or anything like that. I can do that here. This is where I have my integration meetings into WebEx, my WebEx account. So I have my credentials here, my WebEx site, and that's what allowed me to meet now. Remember here I had meet now, and remember over here I had the instant WebEx meeting. So what this is using right here is this using these particular options here inside meeting. It's using that account to start my meeting. And I can have my meeting reminders kind of display as a toast that comes up here in my taskbar. And then if I haven't set up my Meet Now, I can click on that, and that'll take me to the web portal to set up my WebEx Meet Now or personal room. That's delivered in another training session, though, all the WebEx stuff. Okay, and then I have a calendar. What calendar am I integrating with? And we do this so we can pull those. If you have WebEx meetings inside your calendar, it's going to integrate with that and pull those calendar meetings not only here where you can see them, but it'll also pull up a little toast. If you have a meeting to join that's coming up, it'll come up here on the little toast and allow you to join that meeting by just pushing a button to join. Okay, and we have view. So under view, we have the docked window. The most important thing here is it's this docked window. So this docked window, I haven't shown you yet, but if you look up above on your page here, you see this docked window. And this is just a quick way, if I had this put away, that's kind of big, and I wanted to dial someone's number, I could put that number here, and start dialing the number. Just click the green phone button there. Okay. I could also look at recents, bring up my voicemail right from here, and then choose my devices as well. Okay, let's continue. View. So I can position that dock window. Maybe I want it on the left. Maybe I want it on the right. Or maybe I don't want it at all. And there you see it's gone away. Let's go ahead and put it back in the middle. Okay, if I were on a call, I could show my call statistics. This is good for if somebody's troubleshooting voice quality or things like that. You can look at those call statistics, how many packets are going out, how many packets are coming in, how much jitter there is, and things like that. And then under help, we have, if we want to report a problem to Cisco, we can show our connection status. This is quite interesting to make sure everything's working good. You can show if you're having any problems with CUCI Lync. You kind of want to look in here and see if you open an IT help desk ticket or a ticket with Verizon, they're going to kind of point you to here to make sure everything is working properly and you're connected to all these services. So one of the things CUCI Lync does is connect to backend services, several backend services. You can see it's connected to the desktop phone. Remember, we were in phone control mode, so we're controlling a phone. We have connection to our voicemail. That's how we can see our visual voicemail over here. We have connection to WebEx. That's how we can start our WebEx meetings. And then we have connection to our Outlook address book, where we can pull in those WebEx meetings and put up a little toast to start the meeting. So it has that view. And we have our connection to our directory. That's how we can search for our contacts or users or people within our company so we can call them. Okay, and then we have some show error notifications. If you're getting any errors, that's where they're going to pop up here. Again, might be helpful in a help desk scenario. And then we have this analytics that's sent to Cisco here, you can check that or uncheck that. Also, as part of the MSI package for your IT department, they might have that um, off by default. Maybe they don't want to send anything to Cisco. And then we have sign out and exit. Those are self-explanatory. Again, I just wanted to reiterate, I said earlier that you can run this CUCI Lync independent. So remember, I started Skype for Business at the beginning and it kicked off my CUCI Lync. I can certainly have this off and my CUCI Lync will work independently. Again, it's just a soft phone. So I can look at my recents. I can look up people if I want to give them a call. So I can use all these things here with no problem, even though Skype for Business is not up. So let's take a look at our in-call features. So in this particular demo, I'm controlling my hard phones. I'm doing that because I have virtual machines. Let's call Bill. Bill Turner's going to call Davy Jones. So let's give him a call right here, or let's do it over here, how we would normally do it. Place a call. Bill Turner gets a call. He'll accept. Let's go back to Bill Turner over here. And you can see that along the bottom here, I have some features. Now, some of these are grayed out. And again, as I mentioned, it's because I'm using my hard phones. I'm actually controlling my hard phones. I'm not using the soft phone capability here. I'm using the kind of remote control of hard phones. And I'm doing that, again, because these are virtual machines. And there is no real speakers. There's no real audio. There's no real video or anything like that. So if we were using the soft phone capability, in other words, as I said before, if I would choose this guy here, use my computer for calls, the experience would be a little bit different in that we would get audio and video over our PC. Okay, so let's make that call again. Let's have Davy Jones answer. We'll go back over here and see what we have. We would have full screen if we were in video, point-to-point video. We'd have a self view again if we had our webcam or we had a real machine. I have a keypad, so if I dial into a some kind of voicemail system or any type of system that needed some prompts, some DTMF tones or anything like that. I have my mute. Again, that's grayed out here. I have a mute button on my phone that I could use. Volume is obviously on my phone, but if we were in soft phone mode, we'd have a little bar that would come up and we can raise or lower the volume. And then over here we got more, so we have hold. So I can hold the call. It goes into holding pattern there. We can resume. I also have transfer, so if I needed to transfer this call, I could transfer and I could look up somebody. Maybe I'm going to transfer to Caden, and then I can choose to transfer that call right here. Right there, and what number I want to transfer to. Okay, let's cancel that. I have conference, so if I wanted a conference, so here's kind of exactly as we did kind of a control click before, that same kind of window comes up, and then I can add people here. If I wanted to add Caden, I could click on him, and then I would call his number and then join. Okay. Let's see, and that's all we got. And of course, we have the red button, big red button to hang up. And then let's take a look over here. We have our meet now. If we wanted to send everybody a message and meet now and start the WebEx as well. And then over here we have, if we want to go straight to our audio, someone's not hearing us right, maybe I have my wrong microphone or something. So if you're within a call and have some audio trouble, the first place to go is here to turn up your volume, turn up your microphone. And then right here is, you don't see this, I'm not using my soft phone again, but if I were using my soft phone, you'd see a kind of a green LED bar on how loud my voice was, so you can see that the computer is receiving your voice. And then we have advanced too, if we want to ring alerts. If I want to prioritize what speakers and what microphones I'm going to use, if you have several speakers connected or several microphones connected.